Hello, Aries. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your end of July reading. This is going to be your love reading, but I always look at you first because you are the most important. So like, subscribe, and show me some love, and let's go. Let's take a look at the overall energy or any messages Spirit has for you for the rest of July. And then at the end, I will do Aries through Pisces as well for you. Let's see, what messages do we have for my Aries, end of July? Follow your own good advice. All right. Trust yourself and you know what is best for you. All right. So it seems as though, obviously something, you know, the relationship stuff, right? That's what we're talking about today. So what would you tell your kid? What would you tell your friend? What would you tell somebody else that is important to you in regards to relationships this week? You know, when you're taking it, because it looks as though you got a couple little tears in your eyes there. Something's confusing you about relationships or what to do. And, you know, take a step out and be your own friend this week. All right, let's see. I've got Temperance, right? Finding some sort of balance in relationships. Overall major energy with the major arcana. What's out of balance? All right, what needs to change? Who's not showing up for you? Who are you not showing up for? The Temperance is talking about divine balance. And, you know, everything in this world wants to be in equilibrium, wants to be in balance. And so if something's not in balance, somebody else or something else has to make up for that. So if you're finding yourself worn out or your energy is depleted in relations to anything, it's because you're given too much and you're not getting enough in return. Whether that's your job, your boss, your family, your friends, and your lovers. Right? At some point, the scales tip and you're given too much of yourself. And maybe you think it's worth it and you're waiting for an opportunity. There comes for it to change. But there comes a time when you got to look at it. It is what it is and it's not changing. And over time, it depletes your soul. So let's see you. You know, maybe, you know, always look at things. I look at things, you know, both ways though, right? This doesn't have to be somebody necessarily just depleting your energy, right? In a sense that you're given so much and you're not getting back enough in return in love. It could just be somebody's, you know, situations are depleting your energy because you're not in alignment with them anymore. You want something more in your life, all right? You know, there might not be anything wrong, right? It doesn't have to always be so negative. But usually when we're coming to tarot and we're coming to astrology or anything like that, we're looking for guidance on situations in our life. And it just might mean it's time for you to look elsewhere because you're just not feeling inspired, right? Everything could be just being like, you know, blah, you know, and I'm just, you know, same old tea every day, right? And so let's see you. Let's see my beautiful Aries. And then we'll look at your love. Your love will be on this side. Four of Wands. Hey, you're changing your focus. Maybe it's about changing your focus, right? You're wanting commitment. You want, you know, this, you want a foundation. You want something strong, right? With that Four of Wands. You're wanting commitment. And that means in all areas of your life, you want somebody to show up and be as committed as you are and be as dedicated and as focused as you are. You know, we do have a lot of Aries energy right now with the North Node, and I'm sure it's affecting you the most when it comes to relationships. And so it's going to be about refocusing. It's going to be setting your eye on the prize that you want, on what you want in all relationships. And maybe refocus. And maybe it's just about refocus. Maybe you thought you wanted something and it's not showing up exactly the way you thought it was going to show up. And so you're just being redirected maybe to look, you know, look in another direction. I do have the Two of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So I am seeing this feeling of wanting deep connections, wanting a soulmate. Whether that's, you know, just friends and it doesn't always have to be lovers when I'm talking about on your side. But it does talk about wanting to have that mutual spark, you know, wanting to know that when you're with somebody or around somebody that you're in it to win it. Both of you are in it to win it. And so it does seem like maybe you thought something was going to work out, or maybe you think maybe you've got what you want. Maybe you're with somebody that you thought you wanted so bad, and now you're like, this just doesn't feel right. I need to redirect what it is I'm missing in myself or my relationships, and why I'm not getting it, or why I'm not feeling happy. All right. So just, you know, trust yourself when it comes to relationships. It's going to be a tough one. Like I said, I've heard across the board with Aries, especially when it comes to relationships with the North Node, but it doesn't mean that things are going bad. It doesn't mean that things have to go bad. It just, it's maybe you thought something was going to be a certain way, and it's about shifting, and whatever's going on is helping you realize that you wanted something more, or you need something more in relationships. And now you have a clearer focus of what it is you want in relationships. I have the maiden energy for you, which is letting go of fears and being afraid to set yourself free. I mean, you are a very independent sign. The maiden says, you know, it's time to go explore, go on a little bit of self-discovery and figuring out a new direction. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. If something's not working, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and go explore. This is all about confidence. And if a situation, I mean, and I'm talking like if it's a situation and it just feels mediocre, you know, you don't want mediocre. You want something more. So this is actually asking you to go figure out what it is that you need to bring balance to your life, to make you happy, to make you feel joy. All right, I have a Queen of Earth. All right, so maybe some of you thinking about venturing off and focusing more on your finances, focusing on being very strong and independent and wealthy. Maybe you're changing your focus to money. Maybe you're changing your focus to building wealth, business, and a stronger foundation. Some of you could be, you're thinking about, you know, I want to move, I want a bigger home, or I want to build a place to have a home, or find my home, or find, you know, more stability in my life. All right. There could be a person of Earth around you that's coming towards you. It could be a Queen of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody who's very wealthy. But what's coming to mind is that you were originally focused on something, or you had a dream, or you had a vision, and you may have stopped or got distracted for a minute, or you're getting distracted by other relations in your life, or other fears, or lack of confidence, maybe, to move forward. And so you may have stopped you took a pit stop, you know what I mean, on your original goal. And I feel like this energy is saying, you know, you're being redirected to go back to your original goal, what you were looking for, you know. And if it's a relationship, you know, because we are talking, this is the relationship reading. You may have, like I said, you may have took a pit stop. You were originally manifesting in somebody specific, and somebody else came into your life, and you thought maybe this was going to be it, and it just doesn't feel right. And so you're moving, it seems as though if you stay focused and you decide to change your direction, you are moving towards a stronger commitment, or somebody else coming into your life who's more responsible, stable, and, you know, very serious about love. And, you know, this is your side. So this is you. When I look at things, it's you maybe just growing into this Queen of Earth. Right? You're finding that Queen of Earth within yourself, and you're growing into, I'm taking things a little bit more serious. I value myself a lot more, and I value my independence, and maybe you're just around people that are holding you back. All right. So let's see. It's a very emotional time. I got the card of emotions for you. It's a very emotional time. You know, you've got to make a decision. You're at a crossroads here. All right, it's about getting out of your comfort zone, and, you know, sometimes leaving or leaving situations, or backing away from friends, or backing away from your family, and going on a different direction can be very emotional. It's like, you know, it can be scary, but something's holding you back from what it is you truly desire. And, you know, I feel like you're being asked to refocus and go down another path right now and see what's out there that will make you happy. And I've got the Ten of Cups here, which is showing a relationship. Ten of Cups. It's like that's what you're wanting, is ultimate, you know, relationship. And you may be holding yourself back, because I keep repeating the same thing. Let's see who's coming towards you. Who is coming towards my Aries? So right away, it looks like, you know, there could be an earth energy coming towards you. Could be a Sagittarius around you. You know what's best for you. So just trust yourself this week. And I got the 5 of Cups here at the bottom of your person's side. The Tower card, Aries. They feel like they're losing you. All right, they feel something. Or they're just not stable. Their life's cracking around them. They're starting to see things differently. They're having some sort of epiphany or an awakening. I've got the 10 of Wands. So your person's struggling. Whoever's around you. You know, maybe they work so hard, or maybe they do try really hard. Maybe they, and it's just that their world's crumbling. It seems as though you might be, you know, taking on somebody else's, holding somebody else together, or trying to hold somebody together. And you know, I got the Knight of Cups. This person has a lot of love for you. But you've got to know what's best for you in this situation. I'm almost being called, you know, it's a very emotional time if you are thinking about moving on from somebody. It's like, it's a lot of work. I'm also getting a message that it might be just about you stepping up and maybe taking on more responsibilities, or, you know, helping somebody out. I do feel like a part of me wants to say that you could be walking towards somebody whose life's fallen apart. And it's going to be a tough decision. Do I want to take on somebody else's burdens? Or do I want to put myself first? It's a very emotional time. Because there is, you know, the Knight of Cups here, which is somebody's, you know, loves you. Or somebody has feelings for you. I've got the 8 of Pentacles. It's like they want to work on things. They want to work. It seems as though they feel like you're their home. And I got the 10 of Swords. I feel like somebody feels like they're losing you. But you've got to, like, this might not be for everybody, Aries, all right? This is kind of a relationship here where this person may work on themselves if you do walk away. If you do trust yourself and do what's best for you. There's undoubtedly love there, all right? But there's also somebody here who needs to work on building their own foundation too, and needs to, you know, figure things out. It seems as though you may not have the same focus as this person does. That's all. So remember when I said in the beginning here, it's not, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like, it feels more like this is not what you thought you were walking into. Now, you can stay and find balance and figure this out, of course. But there's a part of this reading that's saying, are you 100% invested in this? And is it what you were looking for originally? And are you getting yourself caught up in a situation where it seems like it's a constant uphill battle? All right. I do have the Knight of Pentacles, so I am seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And this person, with the 5 of Cups, you know, at the bottom of the deck here. I almost feel like if you were to step out and do your own thing and do what's right for you, do what's best for you, you may model an energy, and this person may start working towards what it is that you desire. It feels as though there's an enabling energy here, whereas if you stay, this person is just you're going to take on this person's energy and burdens. But if you were to step up and do your own thing and sort of be the light for this person, or walk on, walk away, this person might decide, you know, the 5 of Cups, looking at the 6 of Cups, they might start really thinking about what they had. And maybe start putting the work in to build their life back up, or figure out what it is they want. Looks as though something does have to end here with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords in the Tower before this person decides to put the pieces back together and build themselves back up. It does feel possible. Let me see their feelings for you, and then I'll do, you know, Aries through Pisces. I'm going to be picking up on a lot of tough relationship stuff, I think, the end of July, with a lot of people shifting. But remember, it doesn't mean it's end-all, be-all. It doesn't mean everybody has to go through these breakups. It's just about refocusing your direction. Maybe this is something that's happening with both of you, and it's about you refocusing your direction, because I am getting soulmate. I am getting that this person believes you're their soulmate, or you guys are soulmates. And they still find you very incredibly attracted. You know, maybe they need to open up. Maybe they need to open up. Maybe their world is falling apart and they need to open up. And I am afraid of commitment. All right. So it's one of those things, when you keep the momentum going, you show them the way, you show them what you want, you refocus. It's almost like maybe this person will start working on themselves and moving forward. But you're not meant to stay there and fix this person, or you know, it's not working with you taking on all their responsibilities, right? So it's going to be a tough one for you. The 2 of Wands is very emotional. There's a lot of love there. You guys are soulmates, or they think you had the 2 of Cups and they got the soulmate energy. Let's see Aries through Pisces. Let's see Aries through Pisces for you. You know, remember, these readings aren't going to resonate for everybody. If this is somebody coming towards you, new love, which is always a possibility in these readings, just remember that you might be up against this energy. Keep that in mind. Aries, I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. Taurus, I'm more affected than you know. Gemini, I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. Cancer, I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Leo, something is still missing for me and I'm trying to figure out what that is. Virgo, maybe we're just too different. Libra, I feel safer in the silence. Scorpio, my heart is telling me just do it. Sagittarius, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. Capricorn, you've been in my dreams. Aquarius, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Pisces, I need more time to figure things out. So I love you guys. Hope this reading sits well. Only take what resonates. And I'll talk to you soon.